Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elliott Ware. I make different content about like fitness, working out, workouts, advice, all that stuff. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over 6 things that you don't want to do when you start working out or along your fitness journey. These are just like different lessons that I picked up over the years and always kind of transform my outlook as far as being in the gym, taking care of yourself, and trying to be a more fit person. What do you say we go ahead and get into it with the first tip? Also, if you aren't subscribed now, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button and just be locked in for all the content that I do have. And if you want to check out any other content, you go ahead and check out my other videos. Okay, so the first tip is going to be, you don't have to train 2 to 3 times a day. If you can break your training up into like 2 sessions where you're doing cardio, say in the morning, or lifting weights in the evening, that's great. Or lifting weights in the morning and doing cardio in the evening, that's good too. But you don't always have to. If you can, and if you would prefer to, you can always try to put those 2 together and do cardio and your weight training or whatever in the same session. You don't always have to like go to the gym 2-3 times a day in order to see really good gains. Anybody's fitness journey and just training, transforming your body, it's all about the long game, and it's all about seeing the daily, weekly, and monthly consistency that really drives like a lot of fitness transformations and just becoming a more fit person and really just seeing transformation in your body. Next tip is going to be, you don't have to overtrain. You don't always have to like be in the gym 3 hours, 4 hours, however long it is. I'm saying if you can, both physically and time-wise, go ahead, but I know that doesn't work for everybody, and I know that can like throw a lot of people off if they feel like they don't have 2 to 3 hours to dedicate to the gym. If you can get to the gym for like say 45 minutes, hour and a half, that's really good, and make it a good session. That's really good for the day, and it kind of goes back to what we were talking about, consistency. Again, it's doing it over and over again every day, not always so much of what you're doing in that particular session. Tip number 3, what you don't want to do is going to be, you don't have to starve yourself. You can always eat good food and eat more food and still see like weight loss, weight transformation, and all that good stuff. It's all about kind of clocking in with that caloric deficit, which you have to figure out there's a bunch of resources online to where you can look at your caloric deficit and what works for you and your caloric maintenance. It's always about being below that caloric maintenance level. It really drives like weight loss. Most people, their caloric deficit ranges around like 2,000 calories per day. So as long as you're making sure that you're below that, you're good. That can come from just not working out at all, still being below that 2,000 caloric maintenance, or you can eat more in the day and just do cardio and train to burn off excess calories. Alright, tip number 4 is you don't have to see results right away. I've been saying this whole video. It's all about the long game, and typically a lot of people really don't see results until after a month. Not because they're training any type of way or they can't get that diet where it needs to be, but because fitness takes time, and depending on where you are in your health level and what you look like or your body and everything, it can take more time to really get to where you want to be. And that's okay. You don't have to see results right away. People talk about like instant gratification, and then they want the quick and easy transformation, but it's not always like that. And it really doesn't always have to be like that, because the dream body that you want, you can get there, but it's all about taking steps little by little in order to see like, okay, the next tip is you don't have to have fancy gym clothes or equipment. In terms of like gym clothes, I know we always kind of get caught up in like name brands. And it's cool to have like stuff that when you put it on and you go work out and you go be active, it makes you feel more confident. It probably helps you do better and perform better, but you don't always have to have that. And the more results you see, you'll just be confident in whatever you step in the gym, and you won't really be worried about like buying a lot of gym clothes and buying whatever to really feel like you can work out or that you can make the kind of transformation that you want to make. And in terms of equipment, I know every gym doesn't always have the most equipment. Sometimes it's all about making do with what you do have and just kind of maximizing the equipment that you can use and whatever is at your particular gym. Okay, and so the last tip on the 6 things that you don't want to do when you're working out is you don't always have to wake up super early. There's endless kind of content and media good. Tells you have to wake up at 4:30, 5 a.m. in order to just kill a good workout or whatever, but that's not always the case. Like I said earlier, you can make time, you know what I'm saying, later in the evening if that works better for you. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not a morning person, or oh, I'm busy in the morning, which I understand because people have lives in school and work. You can't always dedicate your full morning to any kind of workout that you want to do. You can always use like the afternoons and the evening to really get it in, and you don't always have to just wake up super duper early. That is cool in my opinion, but again, I understand that that doesn't work for everybody. If you can just find time to make it to the gym anytime throughout your day, and as we said earlier, not 2 to 3 hours, really just a really good hour or so session, you know what I'm saying, you'll be fine. And as time goes on, you'll see the gains that you want to see. Let's do a quick recap. 1, you don't have to train 2 to 3 times a day. 2, you don't have to overtrain. 3, you don't have to starve yourself. 4, you will not see results right away, and that is okay. 5, you don't have to have fancy gym equipment, clothing. Finally, 6, you don't have to wake up super early. I appreciate you staying to the end of this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. If you have any other kind of content that you want to see, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it.